This is the best 50 bucks I've ever spent on a watch. It's incredible. It's 50 bucks, guys, 50 Australian dollars. It looks great. It feels great. The finish is fantastic. It's one of the most legible dials I've seen for a while. It's so clean. This watch is testament that you don't have to spend a world of money to get a decent watch. I have expensive watches. Is this expensive? No, it's not. But it's good looking. Did I mention that this is good looking? It's good looking. Stick around and I'm going to share my thoughts on this Ecodrive from Citizen. Okay, welcome back everybody. So like I said, this is the best 50 bucks I've ever spent on a watch, and this is a pre-owned watch, but even when they were available new, they were only about a couple of $100, $150 odd thereabouts. I spent $50 on this watch. It came up on the pre-owned market, and I want to share some stuff with you guys, because a lot of times we're looking for the latest, greatest. Guys, you don't have to. You can just, 1 year, 2 years back and find even some second-hand items, and they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. This is a fantastic daily beater, but it looks so good. You sort of feel bad using it as a daily beater, but I spent 50 bucks on it, guys. It's a Citizen Ecodrive. Its model number is AW5000-16L. It's an interesting size. It's a 42.6mm case diameter with a case thickness of 12.5, 49mm lug to lug, 49.5 and 20mm lug width. And the watch looks beautiful. It looks stunning. It's not an expensive watch, and it's a watch I'm actually proud to wear on my wrist. I've never had an Ecodrive. This is the first one I've ever actually purchased, and I bought it because I think the dial, the blue, the color looks outstanding. I think they've done a great job on this. So let me give you guys a wrist shot to show you what it looks like. Okay, there you go. So that's what it sits like on my 7-inch wrist, and as you can see, it's wonderful. It's not too bad. It's about a 12.5mm case thickness, so it sits quite nice. The lugs themselves taper down. The case is like a slab. It's a side slab, but it's comfortable. It's lovely. It's a really nice presence. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's extremely legible. It's a really legible experience, but I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. For some reason, the look of the watch, you're looking down into the dial on a watch like this, and it's a good experience, guys. I like watches that are interesting to look at. This is one of those watches. This is a really good experience, and I think we get caught up trying to buy the latest Seiko, the latest Omega, the latest Rolexes that just came out, the latest Tudor, and it's a money spin, guys. It's a money spin. I'm just trying to encourage you guys to, when we get watches, the stuff that gives us the most joy is not necessarily the most expensive stuff. I've got expensive watches. A lot of them do give me joy because I selectively choose what I'm going to buy. Yes, I do my homework and I say, I don't want that, I don't want this for this reason, but I do want this. Even though watches have shortfalls, I take my time and select carefully what I want. And when it comes to cheaper watches like this, like a $50 watch, or even when they were brand new, I think $150 odd, it's a no-brainer. But look, it's amazing what you can get as far as looks. This is a stunning looking case. To me, the case reminds me of a slab, like a Tudor, like a Black Bay, and it looks quite nice. It actually sits beautifully on the wrist with the lug to lug distance of only 49.5 for my wrist anyway. But an interesting dial, 24-hour dial. I like the color combination, the blue with the red accents, and it seems to be just, I don't know, it's an interesting visual watch. It really works, guys. It really works, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier with a little piece like this. It's a simple design. It's very industrial looking, very sharp, and even the strap itself, as you can see, super comfortable. You've got your little rivets and so forth to protect from any fraying. Sign buckle. Can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong, guys. And stuff like this gives me excitement, it gives me joy, it gives me happiness, because it just shows that, you know, there are watches out there that are really well built. This is solid. This is a solid watch. It's a for those who don't know what an Ecodrive is, basically it's a watch that never requires a battery ever again. You know, it's a solar powered watch. There's about a 7 or 8 month power reserve in here. So if I was to put this aside in the drawer, pick it up in 7 months, it's still got, you know, power reserve and so forth. So you ideally got about 7 months before you need to re-expose it to some sunlight or any sort of light to get recharged. It has an insufficient charging warning, so if it's low on power, it'll show you. I like the accuracy of the quartz. Obviously they're rated at plus or minus 15 seconds a month. This is currently gaining 3 seconds a month. So set and forget. It's a set and forget watch. You know, it's simple. The date's legible. The dial is super legible. I can't believe how. I don't think the video is going to do this justice. It's so nice to look at. You know, I believe a model like this has got just enough amount of detail, not over cluttered, not too simple, but just enough to keep you interested, coming back for more. I'm loving this. Whether I'm driving, whether I'm sitting down reading a book, whether I'm you know, at the office, I'm enjoying looking at this dial. It's such a pleasurable experience. And $50, $50 guys. So this is what I'm saying. Now that I've owned this watch, now that I've had this for the better part of a month and I've been wearing it and so forth, my question is this. I paid $50 on the secondary market, right? Would I pay retail if this was available? Would I still pay retail, let's say, even if it was a couple of $100 Australian? Looking at it on the website, looking at it on the sales websites or Citizen's website, probably not. Probably not. And this is why I think watch reviews are important. You know, proper watch reviews on YouTube where people actually have a watch, live it, experience it, are important. Now that I have this in my hand and I see it, I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't hesitate dropping $250, $300 on something like this. I think it's the experience, what this is giving me, I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying, guys. So, you know, it's not without its flaws. Every watch has flaws. We've got a mineral crystal. We don't have a screw down crown, but there's such a legible, and this has got character. There's the word I'm looking for. This watch has got character, and it's oozing with it. It's actually it's got the perfect color blue with the contrast of red and white. There's no better way of putting it. It's just the right tonality. So, guys, I wanted to share that with you guys. I know it's not a current model. There are current models that you can look at, but let's not be swayed too much by getting the latest and greatest and all the rest. You know, sometimes if we can look into the secondary market, try to find something that maybe you had your eye on a couple of years ago and you weren't, you know, they weren't available. Great watches, robust. This thing should last for another 10, 15 years, no issue. In fact, I've had a lot of people tell me about Ecodrives that they do last and last and last. So, you know, hopefully this can find a lot of wrist time with me. It has been getting it at the moment, so hopefully this can go for, you know, in the rotation with my other watches. I hope this is going to find a lot of time. So thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to share that about this watch and just some thoughts, but thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.